Welcome in our today's session, Data at InfoBoost Solutions. Today we are going to talk about what is the difference between VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, index and match, and how can we use these functions to drive same results, and what is the best function to use, and also what is the most advanced function and easy to use, and then the application part of it, or rather giving examples. So I'm going to have examples on how we can use these uh, functions. So the first one, we can use both the functions to drive the same results, which is the first function is VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, index and match combined. The first thing we can use it to get exact match. So I have a sample of data here that I'm going to take all of us through. So from this sample, you can see we have this sample data set. We have pupil ID, pupil name, birth, date of birth, first day, grade name, billing plan, status, academy name. And then we want to apply both the function VLOOKUP, index and match, XLOOKUP to be able to get these results. So we are trying, if we insert the pupil ID on this cell, we're able to return this information about that pupil from this data set, both using VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, and then index and match. So we are going to start by using VLOOKUP. First of all, allow me to do away with all these informations that are here. So I'm going to delete so that we can start from 0, and even the pupil ID we can insert a new one, so allow me to delete. So the first function is VLOOKUP. How do we use VLOOKUP to get these details about this pupil? Assuming that this was about, like, let's say a million rows, and then you have the pupil IDs you are looking for. This is going to act as our database. So the function is equals to VLOOKUP, and then the VLOOKUP is asking you to give it the lookup value. What value are you looking up? Remember, our lookup value is the ID, because you have, assuming you are given a particular ID, you want to look for that information for that people ID. So the lookup value is going to be ID. And what is the placeholder for our ID is the pupil ID under cell M4. So we are going to highlight M4 to select M4, and then lock reference, that is absolute reference to M4, comma, and then we're being asked what is the table array. So the table array is this data set that we have in here. So I can select the whole table, which is table 34. Or because I had already named the table, I pick the whole table, which is the print area. I named it print area and then comma. From there, I'm being asked what is the column index. So the column index for VLOOKUP, you have to provide the column that you're trying to return from that table. Which column number are you trying to return? And how to count the column number, it starts from the first column, which is the index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in total, this table has 8 columns. But for us, we are looking for pupil name. Pupil name is in column 2. So we have to write 2. And then comma, and the type of match that we're looking for. This, it has to be an exact match, because we're looking for exact detail for a particular ID number that we're going to put in this cell M4. So it has to be an exact match, which is false. So click on that, hit tab, and then now you close your formula, hit enter. We're getting an A because there's no value in this cell. We're getting an A because there's no value in this cell. Now we can drag down the formula. We're going to continue getting an A, but remember that what we are looking for, we are returning the column number. For people name, it was column number 2, and then for date of birth is column number 3. So you have to keep changing the column numbers. And then for that one, it'll be column number 4, column number 5, column number 6, column number 7, and then column number 8. Now, if you have any ID of any pupil, for example, if we pick this first ID and then we paste it in this cell, it should be able to return us the details of that pupil. As you can see, we have the details of that pupil. It is pupil name is Liston Junior Gira, and then date of birth, first day, and then grade, standard 5, a billing term, termly status, all that. But you also can see that here we are having a number instead of a date. So you go to general to change the date format, rather the data type format. You can put a short-term date like that. Okay, so now we have used that to get the information using the VLOOKUP. Now let's use the index and merge to get the same data referencing to the same cell. So is equals to index. Now with the index, it's going to start asking you what is the array. The array here is the same table. The same table we had called print, rather print area. And then from there, now we want to look for the row number, but instead of typing the row number, because we don't know which row we are going to get, you have to use the function called match. So match is helping us to get the row number. So match, what is the value, lookup value for match? Remember, this is the lookup value. Then we're also going to have absolute reference to this cell, comma, and then the match function is asking you what is the lookup array. So the question is, what is now the lookup array? Where are you looking up this ID that we have? So our lookup array is going to be on this ID. Which is, and remember that this needs to be same aligned to the print area. So you have to pick all like that, then comma, what type, the return type. Now we are looking for an exact match again, and the exact match is 0 or false. So click on exact match, which is 0. Then we close our function. Then after that, now comma, because we are returning back to our array, and then again we have to provide now the column number. So the pupil name is in column number 2, comma, enter. Again, you can see that we have gotten the same results. Then so we are also going to drag down the formula, but remember again, you have to keep changing the column numbers. So from column number 2, column number 3, column number 3, column number 4, column number 4, column number 5, column number 5, column number 6, column number 6, column number 7, then also column number 8. Again, also you have to change the data type there, date, which is short date. You can see we have the same information using a different function, which is index and match combined. Now, what about the XLOOKUP? And for information, XLOOKUP is just an advanced version of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So for XLOOKUP again is going to be equals to XLOOKUP. So the lookup value, which is still this, the ID, comma. Now, what is the lookup array? So the lookup array here is the column where we have that ID. So we can pick the whole column like that, E to E, and sorry, supposed to be, yes, E, B to B, or we pick just the table. So you have to make sure that you maintain the format. If you're picking the full column, make sure everything in that XLOOKUP you pick full columns. if you stick to the table, make sure also here you'll be able to stick to the table in everything you do, which is table 34, or you pick it from up here. You have two options, sorry. Yes, you can pick it from up here, or you pick it from lower there. The issue is all number of rows must be the same, regardless of what you're trying to pick. Okay, so let's go with that, and then comma. So comma, now we are looking for return of, what are we returning? Our return, the first return is from the pupil name. So the pupil name is on this column. Like I said, it has to be same, yes, which is the pupil name. And then the good thing with this, by default, it will give you an exact match. Unless you're trying to look for otherwise, is when you need to specify. And then it's also asking if the value is not found, what should the formula return? You can put anything else. Maybe by default is 0 always, or an L, but you can put 0. And then now the match type, if by default it's exact match, so but here we are exactly looking for exact match, so you can also put the same exact match, which is 0. Or you can just don't put anything, you simply close the formula from here. Like I said, by default it will give you exact match. So hit enter, it's going to give you, but also let me show you once we add those. Let's say if it doesn't find a value, give us a 0, comma, then return exact match 0 equals enter. Still gives you the same results. So also here we are going to drag down the formula, but now remember you have to keep changing the column names that we are returning. So the lookup array is constant because it's the same for the ID, but now for these other column names you have to keep changing. Like here we're looking for date of birth, so you can edit the formula from here, which is we're looking for date of birth, which is just here. Click and hit tab, and next we are looking for first day. So first day, here it is. Tab. Next we are looking for grade name. So for grade name, you also edit from here. Tab, and now we are looking for billing plan. You edit the formula, billing plan, and we are looking for status. Tab, and we are looking for academy name. Academy name is here. You pick it from this tab, and now again you also have to change this data type into short date. So you see we have same results using different functions: VLOOKUP, index and match, XLOOKUP. Thank you for watching and have a good day.